What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into episode number 828 of Underground Sports Philadelphia, presented by the city of Vineland. It's your boy KB coming at you solo dolo. We've got more NFL free agency to talk about. The Eagles signed one of my favorite players in the league and got some more depth along the way. Brought back Braden Mann as well, so we'll talk about all the Eagles signings. We'll go around more NFL free agency news, how it's been affecting the Birds. We'll talk a little Phillies talk as our newest Wall of Fame inductee was announced today as I'm recording this on Thursday. Still catching up from everything being away, but we're getting back on track. But our newest Wall of Fame inductee was announced today. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the World Baseball Classic because, boy, oh boy, do I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts for the people about Mark DeRosa and Team USA avoiding disaster thanks to Aaron Nola and Team Italy. And Selection Sunday is upon us. Next time I record, we will have the bracket, which is crazy to think about how quickly time has flown. Before I get into everything, make sure you guys are following us on the socials at Underground PHI across the board. We're on every social platform. It really helps the show when you follow us, so please follow us at Underground PHI on all the socials: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, LinkedIn. We're on everything. Please follow us at Underground PHI. We're 13 followers away on Twitter from 4K. I would love to hit that like this week. Can we make that happen? Follow us on the socials. Subscribe to the pod. Subscribe to the pod. Subscribe to the pod. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts in audio form. Leave us a 5-star rating and review. It goes a long way for helping this show continue to grow. It allows us to continue to do more dope stuff with and for you guys. So please, please, please subscribe to the pod on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts in audio form. Leave us those 5-star ratings and reviews and help continue supporting the show. And holy cow, I just saw our analytics on Apple Podcasts for Light the Flame and Olympics podcast. We grew exponentially on there. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, please keep subscribing on Apple and Spotify. And subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Underground Sports Philadelphia. Leave a like on the video, drop a comment in the comment section, click that bell icon so you know whenever new videos go live. We're at 1,261 subscribers. Can we get to 1,300? We will more than likely have a Selection Sunday live stream on Sunday, pending some things, because it is my sister's actual birthday. I'm not 100% certain if we're doing anything for her actual birthday because she's having a party the day before. But if we are around, we will have a Selection Sunday live stream. But please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really helps us. We're trying to hit the big milestones, trying to grow this thing grassroots, ground up. youtube.com/@Underground Sports Philadelphia. Leave a like on the video, drop a comment in the comment section, and click that bell icon so you know whenever new videos go live. And as you all know, this show is proudly presented by the City of Vineland. And the City of Vineland Municipal Calendar features city-organized, city-sponsored, and city-affiliated events that are of public interest. The calendar, which is accessible at vinelandcity.org, is a good way for residents and visitors to build awareness, remain engaged with city government, and participate in local events. You can also follow the City of Vineland on social media via their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube pages. And through these tools, you can stay connected to the community and get important announcements about programs and services offered by the city. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast.
Hello, I'm Mayor Anthony Fanucci. Vineland, New Jersey offers both a great business location and an outstanding quality of life. But don't just take my word for it. The experts agree. We're proud to be recognized as a premier food processing and logistics hub, one of New Jersey's most affordable and desirable cities, and one of the best places to retire in the country. Visit ViolentCity.org and see how our resources can work for you. Violent, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Let's jump into the NFL free agency waters, ladies and gentlemen. The Philadelphia Eagles have made some moves since we've last spoken. They have signed Super Bowl champion and former Pro Bowler Riq Woolen, Riq Woolen as he goes by, to a 1-year, $15 million deal. It's about $12 million, and then it can get up to $15 million. I love this signing. Riq Woolen is an absolute dog, okay? This guy, yes, did he have a couple of mishaps that could have cost the Seahawks a trip to the Super Bowl last year? Sure. But he's openly said, hey, I got to be better. Riq Woolen is a ball hawk. This guy on the outside with Quinyon Mitchell, with Cooper DeJean in the slot, who were opposing quarterbacks throwing the football to? When you've got those three guys out there, plus you're going to have a healthy Andrew Makuba, we'll see who ends up playing safety alongside him with Reed Blankenship's departure. This secondary is incredible. This is like, it's genuinely making me feel the things I felt when we had Lito Shepherd and Sheldon Brown and Asante Samuel. Like, that was an elite trio, and probably the best trio collectively talent-wise the Eagles have had at corner until now. Riq Woolen is a monster, and I'm pulling up his career numbers here. He led the NFL in interceptions his rookie year, and that's when I fell in love with him. I was like, this guy is a ball hawk. This guy is going to go out and make plays for you. He's incredible. 6 interceptions in 2022. He's had 6 interceptions since then, but also that just goes to show you, like, teams are not throwing the football in his direction. And he only started 7 games last year for Seattle. Their defense was just absolutely incredible. But, like, 12 pass deflections last year. The longest interception of his career, 40-yard interception. He had a 7-yard interception 2 years ago. Or excuse me, what? Longest interception return, 7. But he had an interception return for a touchdown that was 40 yards. His longest interception return last year, 30, when he had the 1 interception. I was misreading Pro Football Reference. He had a fumble last year. Which, like, sure, whatever. You know, ball's going to be loose on the defense. But 41 combined tackles, 33 solo, 1 tackle for loss, 1 QB hit. I think putting him in Vic Fangio's defense is going to just do wonders for his game. And then you're pairing him with Quinyon and Coop. Like, I genuinely am ecstatic about this signing. This is one of my favorite signings Howie Roseman has made over the past couple of seasons. Like, sure, you know, a year ago, yesterday it was, you know, on the 11th, we signed Saquon Barkley, which has been a phenomenal signing. But when you look at a guy like Riq Woolen, adding him to this defense, kind of coming in on a 1-year deal, he's huge too. He's 6'4", 210. To put it in perspective there, I want to pull up Quinyon here. Quinyon's 6 foot 193. Riq Woolen's 6'4", 210. He's a big boy. He's gonna make some plays when the plays come to him. He's only 26. And hey, if he balls out, you pay him, you know? And obviously, like, the Eagles are working towards paying Jalen Carter, which those rumors of not paying him coming out is just hysterical to me. But, you know, when you have a guy like Riq Woolen and you can pair him with
The Vineland Municipal Utilities is committed to helping your business succeed. As a community-owned utility, our focus is on service, not profit. From site planning to powering your operations, we can help you achieve your strategic goals. Whether it's a customized cost analysis of your usage needs, engineering support to ensure a smooth interconnection, or offering lower rates than neighboring utilities, we want to be your partner in creating an environment for long-term success. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Sorry about that. Something happened with my recording process there. I think I'm back to normal. I think I look better than I was looking prior. But when you pair Riq Woolen with Quignon and Coop, like I said, who are opposing quarterbacks going to throw the football to? Like that to me is the big thing. And we've already got the elite pass rush. We're probably looking for another edge rusher, which I'm sure Howie's going to go and find some creative way to do. But I'm stoked about this signing. And, Riq had his introductory press conference today. I think it is already just so endearing that he's referring to Quignon as Quignon Mobe. I love that. I love it. It's he just seems so giddy and happy and full of life and excitement for this new chapter for him, coming off of a Super Bowl, coming to a team where he has a legit chance to win another Super Bowl, which is awesome. So I'm loving this Riq Woolen signing. He wore number 27 the past couple of years in Seattle. We'll see what number he ends up wearing with the Eagles. I don't know if that's been announced or not. Let's see if that's on Twitter. Because those jersey number people. Woolen jersey. Let's see. Jersey number. I don't know. A lot of people are photoshopping him into Darius Slay's number 2. I don't know. You guys know how I feel about the single digit numbers on some players, but I think Riq Woolen's going to look awesome regardless of what jersey number he wears. He's one of those guys that just has that aura. So yeah, this is. I'm excited to watch these three. I love corner play. I think being able to play corner is the most difficult position in the NFL, not named quarterback. To kind of just have to have a goldfish mentality and wipe your mind of the play that happened prior. It's a really good signing for this Eagles team that desperately needed CB2 help last year. Adoree Jackson filled in admirably as the season went on, but it was tough sledding for some of the season last year. So I'm excited to have a guy like Riq Woolen alongside Q, alongside Coop, to really go out and just have a disgusting ball hawk type defense. It's exciting. So give me all of that with Riq Woolen. And Riq Woolen, let me just say, I know he's active on social media. Riq, you are more than welcome to come on this show anytime, anywhere, any place, preseason, during the season, postseason, whenever. I would love to have you, my friend. I've been a huge fan since you were a rookie. So if Riq Woolen can come on this show in 2026, It would be chefskiss.gif, my friend. Let's make it happen. Riq Woolen on Underground. But looking at the Eagles free agency tracker here outside of Riq Woolen, they also signed Braden Mann to a 4-year, $14 million extension, including $7 million guaranteed. I like this. Braden Mann has been one of the better punters in the NFL over the past couple of years. And I think he's a big part of this team. I like that. I like that he's back. I like that we're not having this revolving carousel of punters. I mean, looking at, going from Donnie Jones, and then we had Cam Johnston, and once Cam left, it was kind of like filling in the pieces a bit. Cameron Johnson left in 2020, or after 2020, and then Braden Mann came in 2023. Aaron Sipos was not it. So now to kind of have a little bit of continuity too with Braden Mann, where it feels like he's kind of finding his way of being like a mainstay in Eagles history at the punter position, to have him locked up for the next 4 years at age 28. I'm a huge fan. I'm glad Braden Mann is back, and he fits this team. He fits the locker room really well. I'm all in. I like it. I like it a lot. The Eagles have also signed Johnny Munt to a 1-year deal, a blocking tight end. In this economy, we got a blocking tight end. I like this a lot. He's 31 years old, played for the Jaguars, the Rams, and the Vikings in his 9-year career. Played with Jacksonville last year. To have a blocking tight end that's his number one prerogative, is to go out and block. Like, yes, please. Yes, please. I absolutely love this signing. This is chefskiss.gif. I'm excited for Johnny Munt to be the blocking tight end. The Eagles also re-signed Grant Calcaterra. I get that he is a Jalen Hurts guy. He's very close with Jalen. I don't know. He had a really bad year last year, man. He was not good in 2025. So I was kind of surprised that the Eagles brought him back. But nonetheless, Grant Calcaterra is back. Some other departures since we last talked. Obviously, Nakobe Dean, Jahan Dodson, Jalen Phillips have all departed. Matt Pryor is headed to the Cardinals. See you later, pal. Sam Howell is headed to the Cowboys. Later, bud. Brett Toth is headed to the 49ers. Toth filled in pretty well at center, so I'm kind of bummed to see him go, but the Eagles definitely need to upgrade with their offensive line depth, so it is what it is. Josh Uche is headed to the Dolphins on a 1-year deal. Azeez Ojulari is headed to the Falcons on a 1-year deal. The Georgia Bulldog goes back to Atlanta. Eagles are doing a weird thing with Dallas Goedert. Like, they've extended the time frame to re-sign him, so I don't know exactly what the deal is there. But the Eagles have also signed Landon Dickerson to a revised 2-year contract around $36 million. Not too shabby. I think that's pretty solid to make sure he's locked up and, under contract here. The Eagles also, within the last hour of me recording this, have signed former New England Patriot and Washington Commander Jonathan Jones, cornerback, to a 1-year deal. That comes from Ian Rappaport. That's a Mike Pellegrino guy, so I'm not going to be mad about that. I don't know if we really talked about Mike Pellegrino in this show. We talked about it on OTB because he's a former professional lacrosse player. Also, if Mike Pellegrino wants to come on this show, more than happy to have him on. I'm a big fan. But that's a Mike Pellegrino signing if I ever saw one. And also, to go back to Riq Woolen, like, you're pairing Pellegrino with Q and Coop off the rip, and now you're pairing him with Riq Woolen as well. I'm just giddy. I'm giddy, man. It's fun. It's fun. I love it. I love it. Whew. Bryce Huff is retiring. The Eagles traded him to the 49ers last year. Didn't do shit with him because the 49ers stink on ice. He is a guy that I just I have no words for a player like him. He got his bag. Good for him. He started 8 games last year for the 49ers. 4 sacks. 30 tackles. He's a nothing to me, man. Like a real just like waste of talent. Just moped the whole year when it was very evident he was not fit to play in Vic Fangio's defense. And, you know, talked about how he was going to sell his Super Bowl ring. And, like, he's just a loser player to me. He's getting into some tech bro thing in California. Later, pal. I just does nothing for me, and it is what it is. So we move forward. But yeah, NFL free agency has been pretty crazy. Kyler Murray is headed to the Vikings on a 1-year deal. That was kind of expected. Max Crosby is back with the Raiders after the trade was rescinded, and they go and sign Trey Hendrickson, do the Ravens. Romeo Doubs, who we talked about on the last episode, is headed to the Patriots on a bonkers contract. $68 million for 4 years. Who else has signed since we last spoke? Bradley Chubb got released and is going to the Buffalo Bills on a 3-year deal. Our guy, Isaiah Pacheco, headed to the Detroit Lions. Happy for him. He's going to crush it there with Jahmyr Gibbs. Who else? Since we last recorded, I'm trying to see if there's been any other big. CJ GJ is headed to Buffalo on a 1-year deal. That got announced today. Former Eagle Gardner Minshew is going to the Cardinals on a 1-year deal. The Packers defense is getting reloaded. The Cowboys are trading players like crazy. Former Eagle Jack Stoll is headed to the Browns on what feels like a vet minimum. Kyler Murray is also just getting the vet minimum, which is crazy. But yeah, NFL free agency has been wild. I'm thrilled about Riq Woolen. Whoa. I'm not going to get into all that stuff. Haven't had those conversations in any way. Kellen Moore on speculation about Alvin Kamara's future, including potentially retiring. Hachi Machi. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think that NFL free agency is one of the most insane times in sports. We kind of talked about that last episode too. I did a fridge fact on it as well. But, like, seeing just all the player movement and where guys are going to end up is crazy to me. And just trying to see where things go. For the Eagles, they need a safety. They need some offensive line depth, that's for sure. I hope they draft some of that as well. They need a wide receiver 3. They certainly need that. What are the wide receiver? What's the wide receiver market look like now? Let's go to all positions, wide receiver available. So the available wide receivers: Tyreek Hill, no thank you. Stephon Diggs, no thank you. Christian Kirk is interesting, not at what his prior money making was. Darnell Mooney's still very intriguing to me. I know he's got some inconsistencies, but he's very intriguing. I saw people bringing up Jawan Jennings. There's no shot the Eagles are going to sign him. He's going to go be a wide receiver 2 somewhere else. Noah Brown is kind of interesting on the cheap. Jahan is gone, unfortunately. Gabe Davis is kind of interesting too. Gabe Davis as a slot receiver here would be pretty fun. He's only 26. He'd be like a vet minimum type. And then you draft a wide receiver. I would not hate that. Yeah, let's say here my top 3 free agent wide receivers that I would want the Eagles to sign. Darnell Mooney, is 1. Noah Brown is 2. And Gabe Davis is 3. Actually, Darnell Mooney 1, Gabe Davis 2, Noah Brown 3. That's my wish list, Howie. Can we get it done? And then we just we draft a wide receiver. That's what it breaks down to. Also, be careful on these NFL free agency streets. You don't want to get got by burner accounts, especially now that anybody can just have a blue fucking check mark. Jaquan Brisker signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a bummer. Would have loved him here. Would have loved CJ back. Brisker's from Pittsburgh, though, so I guess it makes sense that he's going to the Steelers. But the Eagles definitely need to find a safety to play alongside Makuba. That's going to be a big thing. So we will see how NFL free agency continues to play out. But before we keep it pushing, tip of the cap. Tip of the cap to Riq Woolen, ladies and gents. Riq Woolen is a Philadelphia Eagle, and there's no better way to rep the Philadelphia Eagles than with our friends at 47. Guys, 47 is the best headwear in the game. I'm rocking the Phillies Carhartt hat right now. They've got the best stuff for your favorite sports teams. You go to the Eagles section on the NFL tab, and you can see all the latest and greatest in the Eagles apparel and headwear that 47 has to offer. I'm a huge fan of the Hitch style hat. There's a number of the Hitch style hats that I have in my cart right now that I want to purchase because they're truly the best. I can't tell you guys enough how much I love 47. I can't get enough of their just everything. They're truly the best in the game. Use our link in the description to shop with 47 and get free shipping on all orders when you join the 47 family. That is their version of a rewards program. You get free shipping on all orders. Genuinely. Like, who doesn't want free? It's their version of a rewards program. You earn points for every purchase that you make, and then those points go towards free gear. And I don't know about you. If it's free, it's for me. So use our link in the description, shop with 47, and get free shipping on all orders with our friends at 47 when you join the 47 family. And we thank 47 for being a proud partner of Underground Sports Philadelphia and the unofficial official headwear partner of Underground Industries. We move to the baseball diamond, where we should be doing another tip of the cap, because Chase Utley, you are the man. He is being inducted into the Phillies Wall of Fame this summer on August 7th. August 7th. He is the newest inductee after Jimmy Rollins got inducted last season. I'm loving it. I love that Chase Utley is getting this honor. There's always a lot of discourse around that era now that they're all retired and everything, and Chase went on to play for the Dodgers and spends time at Dodgers camp and everything, and people just think Chase hates Philadelphia for some reason. I never understand, like, trying to, like, pin. It's the old, meme. Why are we pinning two bad bitches against each other? There's no need to pin Jimmy Rollins and Chase Utley against each other. They are two of the greatest players to do it in their era. They should both be Hall of Famers. They are both now going to be Wall of Famers for the Phillies. And I think in 2027, Ryan Howard will get inducted next. And then they'll do Cole Hamels. And then you'll have your core four from that 08 team going into the Phillies Wall of Fame. I love this. This is really cool. They had Chase Utley on site in Clearwater for the announcement, and the fact that we're getting Chase inducted is going to be a really special summer, especially right after the All-Star break. It's pretty sweet. And it's going to make Mets fans incredibly pissed. Who do the Phillies play that weekend? Phillies schedule. Let's see. August 7th, the Phillies will be playing. The Blue Jays. Phillies Blue Jays. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun weekend. Do we get another World fucking Champs drop from Chase? That's going to be the big thing there. I'm excited. Like, and Chase said it today. Like, it's an honor and special to go into the Phillies Wall of Fame with legendary players. The Phillies are my family. He embodied, just like Jimmy did, just like Ryan Howard did, just like Cole Hamels did, in so many different ways, what it meant to be a Philadelphia Philly during 07 to 11. And really kind of changed the trajectory of this organization for the better. And, when you think of that era of Phillies player, Cole Hamels and Ryan Howard were at the press conference, which was really cool. And the fact that we're getting Chase Utley inducted is really, really awesome and really well deserved. He deserves to be part of the Phillies Wall of Fame. So it's going to be really dope. I'm excited for what's to come. With this Phillies team, but the fact that Chase Utley is being inducted into the Wall of Fame and joining let's see, Phillies Wall of Famers. Let's see, Phillies Wall of Fame inductees. Jimmy Rollins last year, but the Wall of Fame inductees: Robin Roberts, Richie Ashburn, Chuck Klein, Grover Alexander, Del Ennis, Jim Bunning, Ed Delonte, Cy Williams, Granny Hamner, Paul Owens, Steve Carlton, Mike Schmidt, Larry Boa, Chris Short, Kurt Simmons, Dick Allen, Willie Jones, Sam Thompson, Johnny Callison, Greg Lazinski, Tug McGraw, Gavi Cravath, Gary Maddox, Tony Taylor, Sherry McGee, Billy Hamilton, Bob Boone, Dallas Green, John Vukovic, Juan Samuel, Harry Callis, Darren Dalton, John Kruk, Mike Lieberthal, Kurt Schilling, Charlie Manuel, Pat Burrell, Jim Tomey, Pat Gillick. Did I say Pat Gillick twice? No. I don't know why. Pat Gillick, Roy Halladay, Bobby Abreu, Manny Trio, Bake McBride, Ron Reed, Ruley Carpenter, John Quinn, Scott Rowland, David Montgomery, Ed Wade, Jimmy Rollins, and Chase Utley. There have only been 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times where multiple people have gone in at the same time. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive indeed. But Chase Utley goes in. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. Like, that's going to be an awesome weekend at the ballpark. The Phillies do such a great job honoring former players regardless. But the fact that, it's going to be a Chase Utley weekend now is going to be really special. Last year was incredible for Jimmy Rollins and for Ed Wade. That was the debut of Joan Duran. We had Sunday Night Baseball involved there as well. It's going to be a really cool weekend. I'm excited. I love Hall of Fame weekend, Wall of Fame weekend, because it just brings out everybody. It brings out the pride and the culture of Philadelphia Phillies baseball, and it really like brings a sense of community. And the Phillies do such a great job of honoring their legends, and Chase Utley certainly deserves that honor. So I'm very pumped that Chase is getting inducted and joining Jimmy Rollins, joining Pat Burrell as now the 4th member of that team. Well, 5th technically if you count Pat Gillick, but Charlie Manuel, Pat Gillick, Pat Burrell, Jimmy Rollins, and Chase Utley are now going to be on the Wall of Fame. The man, the myth, the legend, Chase Utley, a Phillies Wall of Famer. And I mean, like, you look at Chase Utley's stats, too, in his Phillies career. Like, Chase Utley in a Phillies uniform, 13 years, over 1,500 games played, over 6,600 plate appearances, 5,700 plus at-bats. He scored 949 runs, over 1,600 hits, 346 doubles, 49 triples, 233 home runs, 916 RBI, 142 stolen bases, 625 walks, only 958 strikeouts in 13 years. What does that average out to? That's a good number. That's a good number to kind of see some math here. 958 divided by 13. Struck out, on average, just over 73 times a season. That's crazy. That's crazy. Whew. He was so damn good, man. 282 career batting average in a Phillies uniform. 847 OPS. 173 hit by pitches. An MVP candidate 5 straight years. From 05 to 09. He was an all-star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Silver Slugger multiple times. 4-time Silver Slugger, 6-time All-Star, World Series champion. He's just the best. It's going to be a really, really fun weekend watching Chase get inducted. And I'm pumped that the Phillies chose Chase to go in here, and then we'll put the bow on top with Ryan Howard going in next, which is going to be a really, really cool weekend for sure, because I feel like that's what's coming. So I'm very, very pumped for that, and I will be there no matter what. That's for damn sure. So congratulations to Chase Utley on being the next Wall of Fame inductee for the Philadelphia Phillies, and there's no better way to celebrate that than with an ice cold Kenwood Beer, the official beer partner of Underground Sports Philadelphia. It's a refreshing light beer, just 4.1% ABV, 120 calories, just 8 grams of carbs. You guys can go to kenwoodbeer.com, use the Kenny Finder to see who's got Kenwood Beer on tap in the Philadelphia, New Jersey, Delaware, Pittsburgh, and Maryland areas. You can also find Kenwood Beer at your local liquor stores, convenience stores, and grocery stores in those markets. Again, that's kenwoodbeer.com. Must be 21 or older to do so. And as always, guys, please drink responsibly. And cheers to the man, Chase Utley, on being inducted into the Phillies Wall of Fame this season. Moving from the Phillies to the World Baseball Classic. Before we talk Classic, I want to talk to you guys about our friends over at Biñho. Guys, Biñho is the next big tabletop game for your man cave, your she shed, your parties, your tailgates, your events. You break out the Biñho board, you are going to be the talk of the event. It's paper football meets foosball for the next big tabletop flicking experience. They've got the World Editions out now. Team USA, Mexico, every nation you can think of. Go check it out now while you can. Pre-order those bad boys. Use our link in the description to do so that way Biñho knows you're coming from us. And when you go to checkout, use code BiñhoBennett62, and you get 10% off your next order from our friends at Biñho. Again, that's BiñhoBennett62 at checkout. When you use our link in the description to shop with Biñho, get your World Edition boards now. Pre-order those bad boys so you don't miss out. And we thank Biñho for being a proud partner of Underground Sports Philadelphia. World Baseball Classic, Team USA avoid embarrassment at the hands of Team Italy as they lose to Italy 8-6 since the last time we spoke on this here show. Mark DeRosa. Team USA is advancing. Okay, let me just remind everyone there. Team USA is advancing thanks to Aaron Nola and Team Italy beating Team Mexico. Mark DeRosa should not be allowed to manage Team USA moving forward. The fact that that guy had no goddamn clue about the rules, and that the fact that he didn't know that Team USA had not actually advanced yet, is out there talking about how the players didn't get back to their hotel rooms until 2 a.m. He's putting out the most ridiculous fugazi lineups in a must-win game against Italy, and then they absolutely get shit-pumped because he's taking it so lackadaisical, and you know the exact moment it hits him that he realized, oh, shit, we haven't advanced yet, because he's warming Clayton Kershaw up in the bullpen, and then out of the TV commercial break, boom, here comes Mason Miller. The fact that he went on MLB Network, was talking all that talk, thinking they already advanced, talking about, oh, I'm going to get some guys off their feet, this, that, and the third, and then MLB and the WBC wipe that from all the websites. That interview with Mark DeRosa is not on MLB.com. It's not on the World Baseball Classic website. Internet lives forever, though. Mark DeRosa, how can you take him seriously anymore? You can't. And I liked Mark DeRosa on MLB Network. I can't take him seriously anymore. You are the manager for Team USA. America's pastime. That's the saying, right? And you don't know the ins and outs of the rules to advance? You don't know that your team hasn't truly advanced yet? That is malpractice to the fullest extent. That is your job, to know the rules. And you didn't know the rules. He cannot be Team USA's manager moving forward. I'm sorry. Like, he shouldn't be allowed to manage the quarterfinals. And if Team USA somehow advances further, he shouldn't be allowed to manage then, because he's clueless. He's absolutely clueless. And I can't believe. He talked again today. He said there's a couple false narratives out there. I was well aware that we had to win the game based on all the scenarios. They went in 2-0. We went in 2-0. USA was 3-0. He doesn't even know his own team's record. He's so clueless. This is what we get. We get TV personalities going and being put in charge of important things in this country, and look what happens. Shocker. We look like absolute bozos. And then Aaron Nola goes out there and saves our asses after Michael Lorenzen fucking mowed us down. Shout out to the boy. Team Italy deserved to win that game. They played their asses off. Shout out to our guy Dante Nori. But then Aaron Nola goes out and pitches a gem and saves Team USA's asses from being eliminated. Always been a Nola guy right here. This show, this guy right here, day one. Feels good. Feels good to be an Aaron Nola guy. But good grief, man. Mark DeRosa, what an absolute stooge. I can't believe that was what happened. I cannot believe that's how he treated the game. And Team USA is lucky to be advancing. And Team USA needs guys to step up in a big way if they want to continue progressing forward. They need Kyle Schwarber to keep hitting moonshots. They need Bryce Harper to figure out why he can't hit the fastball right now. They need Aaron Judge to not disappear when the lights turn on and shine bright, because when they do, for whatever reason, Aaron Judge cocoons and disappears. You're supposed to be the captain of Team USA. You can't be striking out with the game on the line. You're supposed to instill fear walking up into the batter's box against, for all intents and purposes, an inferior opponent. You are Aaron Judge. You are a multi-time MVP in Major League Baseball, and you're swinging absolute shite in the ground. Bryce Harper's got to figure out hitting the fastball. His approach on the fastball is so behind. They need to figure some things out. Team USA plays Canada in the quarterfinals, which they're lucky the likes of Freddie Freeman are not on that team. You know, you got Bo and Josh Naylor, Tyler O'Neill. So you've got some major league players on that team. Denzel Clark. Liam Hicks. Soroka is pitching the game against Logan Webb, who's like now our ace, because every fucking pitcher is leaving to go back to spring training. It's crazy. Like one day Team USA will take the World Baseball Classic seriously, and it'll be awesome. But until that day comes, like, Japan's going to win. Dominican Republic is going to absolutely run rampant on us if we end up playing them. Christopher Sanchez is pitching against Hyunjin Ryu, which is pretty sick. Did he retire? I think he did. He hasn't pitched since 2023. Hyun. Oh, he's in the KBO, and he's also 38. I did not realize that. Holy cow. Time flies. When did he go back to the KBO? Was that, like, always the deal? Yeah. Huh. Good for him, man. He got the largest contract in KBO history. $17 billion won? $17,170, $1,700, $17,000, $170,000, $170. Let me just type in 17 billion. So he signed for $11,424,351.90. That's crazy. Good for him, man. Hyunjin Ryu versus Christopher Sanchez in the other quarterfinals game happening on Friday. Sanchi, I mean, the Dominican team is just unbelievable. They're so good. Caminero, O'Neal Cruz, Vladdy, Junior Lake, Manny Machado, Ketel Marte, Luis Perdomo. Who's their catcher? Oh, Agustin Ramirez from the Marlins. Is that Ahmed Rosario? Yep. Juan Soto, Tatis, Austin Wells. Carlos Santana. Geraldo Perdomo, excuse me, not Luis Perdomo. I'm just an old head. Eric Gonzalez from the Reds. Like, their team is stacked, man. I think the Dominicans win it all. They're so good. They're just so talented top to bottom. And they got the boy Sanchi out there on the mound. Like, that's just big time. So we'll see what happens there with Team USA. But I just genuinely, like, just crazy that Team USA narrowly escaped being eliminated in round-robin pool play. Not round-robin pool play, but in pool play, because Mark DeRosa is just an absolutely incompetent doofus. Just an incompetent doofus. But Aaron Nola did his thing, man, for Team Italy. What a performance for Aaron Nola. Wound up. Let's see. Where is his stats from this game? His fastball almost hit 95 on Wednesday. 94.5. Pretty good, man. Nola's look good. He's looked good. See if I can find his overall stats from this game. I know he went like 5 innings. Where is the Aaron Nola stats? .34 of his 40 pitches were thrown harder than his average miles per hour from last year. Pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, I mean, Knowles has been nails. Italy went 4-0 in Pool B. Here we go. Here's the box score. Aaron Nola, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Got the win. As a day one Aaron Nola believer, it feels good. It feels good to be on the right side once again when it comes to Aaron Nola. So shout out to Knowles. Shout out to Team Italy getting it done. Shout out to the boy Dante Nori. He went 1 for 2 in this game, scored a run, drove in a run. He's been absolutely incredible this World Baseball Classic. I'm excited for him. And the boy Vinny Pasquantino, the Pasquatch, 3-homer game for Team Italy against Mexico. Incredible performance from the Pasquatch. Big fan of his. But yeah, World Baseball Classic chugs along, and we'll see what, comes of this for Team USA and if they can get their shit together. But final touches here on this episode. Before I get into it, I want to talk to you guys about our friends over at Riverside. Guys, we switched to Riverside to get all of our podcast recording up to snuff, and genuinely it has been a game changer for us from the moment we switched, from getting clips out to editing to getting our episodes out much quicker. Riverside is the best in the game, plus our audio quality is so much better since we made the switch. You guys should be doing the same. Make the switch to Riverside. Get your podcast looking and sounding as pristine as possible. Use our link in the description to start your journey with Riverside. Get started today, and use our link. That way Riverside knows you heard about them from us. And shout out to Riverside for being the official editing and recording software of Underground Industries. By the time we record next, we will have the bracket. Selection Sunday is upon us, and I love March Madness. It's my favorite time of the year. It's crazy that it's like already here. Who's on bubble watch? Who's ready to get in right now? According to CBS Sports, the last 4 in: Santa Clara, Mizzou, VCU, SMU. First 4 out: Auburn, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Seton Hall. So we'll see what the bracket looks like. I'm just so excited. I'm excited for Thursday to be here and me just soaking into my couch and just watching all the games, enjoying all the games. We will have our annual bracket challenge live again this year. Once the bracket is made, it will be out, ready to rock and roll. We'll have some details on what we have involved with it this year. Last year, some things kind of, fell through the cracks that were not anything of our doing, but it is what it is. But we're going to revamp, relook, and retool for March Madness 2026, and I'm pumped. I have a lot of ideas that I have churning in this brain here, ready to put out for the people. But I love March Madness. It's one of my favorite times of the year. It gets me pumped every single time. So if you're ready for March Madness, be sure to join our bracket challenge once that goes live on Sunday night. and let's prepare for one of the more fun times in all of sports. We're going to have live streams all March Madness long, too, so Madness After Dark will be happening. It's going to be a ton of fun, so be sure to stay tuned for the live stream schedules, and we're going to have some fun, baby. It's going to be a blast. But that is all I've got for you guys. Little update there on the Madness. No Stephen McAvoy on the Madness unless I can get it to line up. He's going on his honeymoon, so he'll be away. But we're going to have fun regardless. Make sure you guys are following us on the socials at Underground PHI across the board. We're on every social platform. It really helps the show continue to grow. So please, 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 please follow us on the socials at Underground PHI. Subscribe to the pod, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts in audio form. Leave us a 5-star rating and review. And, of course, subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Underground Sports Philadelphia. Smash that like button, ring the bell icon, and drop a comment down in the comment section below. And as you all know, this show is proudly presented by the city of Vineland. And if the city of Vineland, guys, let me tell you, whether you're a company looking to expand, relocate, or you're a new business startup, selecting the right location is critical to your success. Vineland, New Jersey offers both an affordable business location and an excellent quality of life. The city's economic development department is a one-stop source for moving your project through the development and approval process, and their goal is to make this process as smooth as possible and to provide the fastest turnaround times in the region. If you're considering potential locations for your operation, contact the Vineland Economic Development Team at 856-794-4100. That's 856-794-4100. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast. This has been episode number 828 of Underground Sports Philadelphia. I'm your boy KB. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see what happens with Team USA. We'll see what the Birds keep on doing. And we'll have some fun along the way. Selection Sunday is going to be a doozy as well. But until Monday, when we talk bracket, when we talk Phils, talk Eagles, the Sixer season is dead. The Flyers are the Flyers. We move forward. I will talk to you guys on Monday, but until then, I'm getting the heck up out of here, and I'm signing off. Peace.